Everybody muted, and then we'll get started here. Let's see everybody's face. Hi, Addie. Look at all the smiles. You guys are so happy. Everybody's stressed or feeling good now? Some of you have locked in Success Club. I know some of you are still at like 2, 3, 4 points. All right, okay, we are recording. I'm gonna cover, I didn't even write down anything to cover. I just wrote down what I wanted to talk about. Fall Classic, still going. I'm not doing that well in Fall Classic. I hope some of you guys are. I hope you guys are locking in Success Club and your points are having high, or your teams are having high points. Keep pushing. Obviously, if you have not locked in Success Club yet, now is the time to do it before Thursday. If I were you and have not locked in Success Club, I would be literally focusing today and tomorrow, like crazy, okay? You're gonna have a few people who feel like crap right after the holiday, right? So on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we can use those days to really push hard and follow up too. But I'm telling you, it's gonna benefit you the most to get it locked in before Thursday. Kinsey, do you need me? Okay. So really focus. And when I say focus, I mean focus. I mean dig deep. I mean, don't, reach out to new people and expect them to be sold immediately, right? What that means for you to dig deep, go to those people who said no in the past. Go to the bottom of your Facebook messages and start there and just start, building up those new conversations. Let me pull up what I sent everybody. I have in my messages. I did a bunch of follow-ups last night. I sent a follow-up message. I scrolled all the way down to the bottom of my messages. I had people from April. I'm caught up to April now of people that I haven't talked to yet. And so I started copy, paste, and I sent this message. I said, hey, love, hope you're doing amazing. I know that we've talked about a group in the past, so I wanted to invite you to my wellness group. We'll really be focusing on accountability through the holidays. I've got some spots open if you want to chat, okay? I sent that. Copy, paste, smiley face at the end. I sent that to like 30 people last night. And so I'm still having conversations starting from that. Some people said no. Some people said, yes, I think I'm going to need it. Different things like that. So I encourage you guys, go to the bottom of your list and just paste that simple message like that to everybody. A lot of people, when you mention that post Thanksgiving and like holiday recovery and like, oh my gosh, you're going to eat like crap. And then what are you going to do the next day? Like, when you mention those kinds of things to people, they're going to be like, okay, you're right. Like last year, I felt like death afterwards, which we all usually do, right? So use that to promote where we are in the business right now. We have Hammer and Chisel coming out, so I'm very confident that December is going to be great, but we can't skip November. We have to go into December strong, knowing that we hit our goal in November and keep that momentum going. You might have people who, don't check it for a couple days. Great. They'll get a hold of you in December and it'll set you up for a great December or even a great January. Okay, so make sure you go through and send those messages and just get uncomfortable. Okay, minimize that and go back. What else? Fall Classic. So you get prizes for hitting Success Club through the Fall Classic, depending on what tier you get. If you are my personally sponsored coach, we're doing an Amazon gift card giveaway for anybody who locks in Success Club. You're in that raffle. Don't forget about our weekly Amazon gift card PV winners. You can win, $25 to $50 each week by being a top PV earner, and that's buying or selling. Anything you buy or sell, you get personal volume for. So cram it in, okay? What else? I don't think there's anything else. Announcement-wise, let me think really fast. I feel like I'm missing something. Yeah, holiday sales. So Hammer and Chisel comes out on December 2nd. Okay, it's a Wednesday. It's usually released at noon Pacific time, so it's usually 2 to 3 Central Eastern time. Don't freak out if at 2 o'clock Central nothing's showing in your online office. Sometimes they do it, one at a time, and it'll be a while before it's all live. But I will do my best to keep you all up to date on when that's actually going to be released and announced, okay? Holiday sales I wanted to touch on. I'm going to touch on it a little bit at the end here too, but be careful, okay, with the holiday sales. This is meant for coaches to be able to stock up on giveaways, on prizes, on things like that. It's meant for you to set your coaches up if they're struggling with getting PV and maybe you have a lot of inactive coaches. You can message them and say, hey, here's a link, check out our holiday sales. Let's get you active. Let's get you back in the game. You can even run some kind of like group for those people, maybe, you know, an accountability group for your coaches who are inactive, who get something, just to keep them going and try to get them back in it. All different options, but please don't go blasting these sales all over your newsfeed. To me, that's so tacky and salesy. And if you've done it, I'm probably guessing you didn't have a lot of success with it because it's kind of tacky. You know, people are just going to scroll right through that. So make sure you announce these things in private messages, in your challenge groups, and in a group setting where you know people are going to be interested and you're not going to annoy your family and friends, okay? All right, so I'm going to dig into the meat of the call, I guess. I posted yesterday in my diamond group and I was like, okay, I don't know what to talk about tomorrow. I get to a point, you know, towards the end of the year, like you all do, where I'm kind of like, I'm drained, I'm kind of dragging butt, and I'm like, I don't even have anything motivational to say. You know, and I just feel like me repeating myself 100 times a day isn't really helping anybody. And so I want to kind of backslide a little bit and talk about, you know, our mindset going through November and December into January. I want to talk about consistency. I want to talk about not giving up. I don't know if you guys watched that video that I shared by Gary Vaynerchuk the other day, but it talked about, I mean, it was good. I hope you guys watched it, but he was like, you know, you come to me and you want this big dream and you want financial freedom and you want this to work and that to work, and then you're going to quit after 4 months. You know, that to me was like, holy crap, like he just went there. I was like, that was so good, because that's what happens with most coaches, right? They want they want this fitness accountability, they want financial freedom, they want to be able to stay home from work, they want to be a stay-at-home mom, they want to bring their spouse home, all these things. You have a big why and a big want, but you're not willing to do what it takes to get there. You know, for me, even, you know, yeah, Kari, if you haven't seen it, go find it in the Luxe Republic, because it was a really good video. And for me to be able to talk to my upline Leslie and her say, okay, you know, all you need to really do is post, right? You know, share your journey every single day and invite people to join you. And I was like, all right, you know, I can do that. I can do that if long term I'm going to have the freedom that I want. If I'm going to have the accountability to stay on track in my workouts some days. If I'm going to have, you know, the financial freedom, if I'm going to have all these new friendships, and my life is going to be completely different just by starting and sharing my story and staying consistent at it, then hell yeah, I'm going to do that every single day for as long as it takes to get there. Okay? And that's why it's crazy to me having that mindset and then having new coaches come in and they, you know, oh, I posted, but I only got 2 likes. I don't care. Keep posting, right? We all didn't start and jump in and have a huge following or, you know, hundreds of friends. I don't even remember the exact number, but I had like 300 to 500 friends, I think. I grew up in Podunk, Missouri. Like, I had no following either, okay? And I posted a picture the other day where Ashley laughs because she lives right down the road. I posted a picture the other day where, you know, I shared that, you know, 1, 3, 6 months in, I still only had like 9 to 10 likes on a post. 6 months in. That goes to show you that if you're in that spot where you're like, okay, nobody's liking, nobody's commenting, nobody's interacting. It took me a good year to get like 20 plus likes on a post consistently. All right. Again, you can't just post about fluff either. We have to be intentional with this business. Every single post, we have to be intentional. If you're posting the same selfie that's like, your face is like this close and it's like the same selfie every single day, like, Dexter, go away. Go kill it. If you're posting the same stuff every single day, people are going to start scrolling. They're going to start ignoring what you're doing. They're going to stop, you know, following you because you're just posting the same stuff every single day. I post the same things every day, my workouts, my nutrition, my family, my journey, my life, but I mix it up and I make it eye-catching. And that's what we have to do. That's what you have to do to go from having, 1 to 4 to 10 likes on a post and no comments to, hundreds and numerous comments. Okay, so make sure you're being very intentional about that and make sure you're sharing it. If you're not posting at all, or if you're posting, once a day, or you post 3 times one day and then not the next, and then the next day maybe you post once and then take a 2-day break, that's the most inconsistent thing you can do. The worst thing you can do for your business is be inconsistent. I have a lot of coaches that come to me and they're saying, it's not working. We go look at their profile. That's the first thing Brett and I do when we hear from a coach that they're struggling. We go to their profile. 9 out of 10 times, they're not posting enough. And if they are posting, it's not quality. It's not something that's going to make someone stop and say, I want to learn more about this person, or I want to find out more about what they're doing, or I want to join this group that they're offering, or I want abs like her, right? You have to make sure you're posting quality and posting. So I want to talk about setting your goals, whether your goals are for Success Club, which it should be, rank advancement, which it should be, or income, or whatever your goals are in this business. I want you to think about them and write them down, post them where you can see them every single day. To say, Brett always says, he didn't come up with this, but he always stuck in his head, but he always says, a goal without a deadline is just a dream. So we need to be very intentional about setting goals every single month and doing what it takes to get there. I have my goal board. It's my 2015 goals. I make it every January. I have my year-end goals, so what I want to accomplish by the end of the year. Then I have a square to the side that has my monthly goals. So I have how many coaches I want to sign, how many coaches I want to help get to Success Club every single month, how many coaches total in Success Club every month, how many new emeralds I want to help build, how many personal development books I want to read. That's posted in my office where I can see it every single day. And it helps me and it reminds me when I'm doing all these follow-ups and not getting anywhere, you know what I mean? It just helps to have, what do you actually need? Without all this fluff, without wasting time, without getting distracted in the newsfeed. What do I need to do every single day to hit the goals that I have set? Okay, and that's what I want you guys to do. Daily goals, monthly goals, yearly goals, you need to write them out, okay, starting now. I want you also to reflect back on previous months as a coach. Okay, maybe you're brand new and you can't do this yet, but I know a lot of you have been here for, at least a couple months. So reflect back to when you actually hit those goals, when you hit Success Club before. How did it feel? What did you, mentally, how did it feel to hit that goal? What did you do to hit that goal? What were the steps that you took that month that you had an amazing month? What were the steps that you took to get there? Okay, that's what I want you to also remind yourself of. When we get, worked up and we're like, nothing's working, I'm at this plateau, stop and think back to when you hit Success Club. When you didn't hit just Success Club 5, maybe you hit Success Club 10 or 20 or, 25 or however many Success Club points you hit. What did you do that month that you're not doing now? Guys, I throw out that, it's fourth quarter, it's okay, but really that's just an excuse. And I shouldn't have said that in the beginning, when October came. I shouldn't have even put that in your guys' head. There are many, 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 many coaches who still have success through fourth quarter, and it's possible. I'm proof of that. We have a lot of diamonds on our team that are proof of that. We have a ton of emeralds and regular coaches who are proof of that, who are at, Success Club 5 and above already. So it's possible. We just have to be intentional about it every single day. And we have to remember, that month that I hit it and locked it in and did great and I actually had, decent paycheck. What did I do that month that I'm not doing right now? We have to be able to remind ourselves of that. So going back to what are you not doing right now? You guys have to commit to, right now anyway, November and December, the end of November and December, I want you guys to commit to making 10 more messages each day. When you've gone through your follow-ups and you're like, all right, I think I'm done. Nope. I want you to send 10 more messages out every single day. Okay. These messages can be an invite. They can be like, hey girl, I love your hair. They can be I love the picture you just posted. They can be anything. I want you to send out 10 extra messages a day to start a conversation back up with people. If you want it to be a flat-out invite, make it a flat-out invite. If you see someone in the newsfeed who you think would make a good coach, hey girl, are you a coach? You should be. Flat out say it. There's many times where I've had the opportunity to see people in my newsfeed, and I just message them and flat out say it. 9 out of 10 times they're going to be flattered. Okay. Be intentional with your conversations. This is the part that will make or break you, okay? Be intentional with every single conversation you have. Don't start the conversation, invite them to your group, word vomit and share the price before you've actually had the chance to talk to them and get to know them. I don't care if they're your best friend. I don't care if they're your coworker that you work with and see every single day. You need to find out what their goals are, and they need to say it out loud, okay? Ask them, what are your health and fitness goals? Or how much weight are you really looking to lose? Do you work out at all now? Or what does your workout routine look like right now? How's your diet now? What does a day look like in your diet? If they work full time, say, how much time do you have to work out each day? Ask questions. I don't care if you know every single answer. You have to ask those questions. I want you guys to be intentional and have 5 back and forths with someone before you even mention a price, okay? When we do that, it's not just wasting time. It's not just drawing out the conversation. It might last, a week or two. But when you're doing this, you are allowing them to see, say it out loud, hear their own goals, hear their own why, and it's going to help build a little bit more value for what you're offering them, okay? If you went through that entire conversation and created that value, think about if you just said, hey, we're doing a workout plus this meal shake or this nutrition shake, this meal replacement. It's only $140 and we'll check in with each other daily, but here's my link. Which conversation do you think they're going to be more engaged in and actually join? You know what I mean? So be intentional. Think about what you as a challenger, you as a, before you started coaching, think about what you wanted to hear, what would have sold you on this idea. Okay, that's what we need to transfer back to our conversations. Be intentional with posting. I already talked about this a little bit, but you guys, if I could just shake the computer and help all of you with posting, I would. If I, in my perfect day, I would be like, okay, what do you want to post about today? And I would make it for you and I would post it for you. It's something that I don't think everyone has mastered. There are some coaches who are really great at it and some who need a lot of work. But I want you to also think, and what did I post? I posted the other day from Jab, Right Hook. There was an insert that said, is this something that people are going to benefit from? Is this something that people want to see? Is it eye-catching? These are questions you have to ask yourself as you're posting. If you're posting the same awkward angled double chin selfie every single day, people aren't going to, they're going to keep scrolling. I don't mean that to offend anybody, but I've seen it and I keep scrolling, right? There is a ton of improvements that can be made. And I want you guys to be very intentional. I want you to follow some other coaches. I want you to follow some people on Instagram. I want you to follow some people whose pictures you really, really like and try to recreate them to veer towards what we actually do. Whether it's someone who works out, try to imitate the way they're, doing their pictures, the quality. I can't name names, Kate. That's not my name. You're trying to get me in trouble. I don't even know what I'm going to say now.
Of other coaches to follow, of people to
follow.
I was like, not to call people out. I know who I like to follow, but maybe some people need, a push in the right direction from.
Honestly, any top coach that you follow is going to be pretty good at pictures, and that's the reason they're a top coach, right? I love Andrea Crowder. I love how she cusses, and I love how her pictures are eye-catching. Who else do I love? I love Bonnie, even though Bonnie does the same face in every picture. She's still hilarious. Who else do you think they should follow that are good at posting? I'll make a list. I'll try to come up with a list of people for you to follow. But
like a stock list. Who should we stock? I went through Myron's page the other day and saved a lot of her stuff, and I always go through some because she doesn't.
I do the same thing. I do the same exact thing. I get bored a lot, honestly, and when I'm bored, I go through, my news feed or go through my Instagram. Brett will yell at me. He's like, I see you just scrolling. Get off your phone. And I'm like stalking people. I have to, get ideas. And so I'm constantly screenshotting and finding pictures on Instagram that I like that, stop me and get my attention. Chelsea Pearson, yes, she's a great one that is very good with her pictures. It's not always just about sharing the sweaty selfies or sharing the pictures of your food or anything like that. We have to get more creative, okay? So be intentional with that. And you have to post more than once a day, right? We have to post probably 3 to 5 times a day. There's most days I'm posting 4 to 6 times a day, most days.
When do you think a newer coach, like my sister's been a coach for 6 months now, and I just forced her to start posting 5 times a day. Is 6 months in a good call, or is that too early?
I posted straight out of the gate, day 1, 5 times a day. Day 1, 5 times a day. And I wasn't a frequent Facebook user. I did my notes. I didn't even know if anybody knows, but I made like scarves and stuff before Beachbody. Remember that? That was fun. So I literally, my newsfeed was just full of like scarves and headbands and stuff like that. And so I wasn't like one to post pictures of myself. I'd share a random family picture every now and then, but it was a big adjustment for me to post about myself, 5 times a day, but I did it. Can you repeat the message you sent out yesterday to follow up? Yes, I can. But yeah, so make sure you're jumping in straight out of the gate. Like, I don't care if you've never posted Facebook at all, or, it's not even about annoying the people that you have. It's about, it's a business, and it's about growing past the people you have now. If you have friends that you're scared, are going to be annoyed, peace out. Bye, Felicia. Get rid of them. It's fine. This is your business.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
I know what it is.
This is your business now, and you have to treat it as such. Okay, we can't fall short on that. That's how we reach people, is by sharing on social media. So if you're scared to do that, get over it. Okay. I'll read it. So I'm going to repeat the thing that I sent out to everybody. If you guys want to write it down, or this will be recorded too. Hey, love. I hope you're doing amazing. I know we've talked about a group in the past, so I wanted to invite you to my wellness group. We'll be focusing on accountability through the holidays. I've got some spots open if you want to chat. That's what I said.
Whenever I say, hey, love, at the beginning of my message, it doesn't work out so well. I don't know.
Right, it's blocked.
I get blocked. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Okay. Next thing I want to talk about is, under that, what are you not doing, is to personalize your dialogue. Okay. If you're constantly messaging the same person and you send them 4 things on Facebook and they haven't seen them, chances are they probably don't have Messenger. All right. You have to download the app to actually get your messages on your phone now. A lot of people are scared because they think aliens are going to take over the planet when they download this app. And so they haven't done it. So get creative. Send them some voice memos, post on their wall, interact with them in their pictures, send them a text if you have it, send them an email if you have it. Step outside of Facebook a little bit. If you'll notice, I'm leaving my email more often than not on a lot of my posts, and it's because of that. It's because so many people do not have Messenger right now for whatever reason. And it's just a lot easier to get a hold of them on email when they get the notification to pop up, or if I have their phone number from them filling out an application or something like that, I'll send them a text message. So make sure you personalize that a little bit. Step outside of Facebook if you can, just to get, some more feedback from people. And then I want you to think positive. Everybody close your eyes and meditate. No, just think positive. I mean, you guys are not the only coaches in this business who are struggling. I struggle. Lindsay Matway, I'm sure, struggles, maybe. You're not the only coach in the Luxe Republic who maybe is struggling with Success Club, maybe struggling with posting, maybe struggling to fit in their workouts or get their nutrition right or drink their Shakeology every day, or who's not doing their personal development. You're not alone. Okay, lots of us struggle every single day, but that's what makes us human, and that's what makes you a good coach, is sharing those struggles. If you're struggling with fitting in your workouts, post about it, and then invite people to join you for some extra accountability. Okay, if you're struggling with your personal development, post in the Luxe Republic and have some people join you in, sort of an accountability group for that. you're struggling with posting, post. You know, find a success partner. Hopefully some of you have success partners, but a success partner is somebody that you kind of team up with in the business and bounce ideas off of. And just share ideas with. And it's someone for you that you can talk to daily. If you're struggling, let them know. They can help hold you accountable. But it's good to have a success partner in this business so you can kind of, you know, keep each other on track. You have to remind yourself that your very next message could result in a close. You've all heard that, you know, that little phrase that says too many people quit, you know, right before the, or that little meme, you know, where there are two people digging for gold or digging for diamonds, and it shows the one person stuffed in the middle, and it's like that far away from the diamonds. And then there's somebody else that's like keeping going and they're going towards the diamonds. The other guy's walking away. You guys have to remember that so often people are maybe waiting for you to message them, or maybe they got distracted the last time you talked and they just need that little reminder that you're still there and still ready and still have a group for them. Remember that the next couple follow-ups that you send up, maybe those are the ones that are going to close. Why stop? Why stop talking to people if you haven't locked in a goal yet? For me, if I haven't hit a goal, I am working till the 31st at midnight Eastern time to get my stuff locked in, okay? Because this business is a priority. I've had a lot of people say, oh, I don't want to take away from my kids. Oh, I don't want to take away from my husband. Don't. Set a schedule for yourself, okay? But you also have to know that to be successful in this business, sometimes you have to sacrifice something, okay? Sometimes it means staying up late when your kids and husband goes to bed. Sometimes it means waking up early before your kids wake up. Sometimes it means as soon as you lay your kids down for a nap, you need to work the business.
I said that to Dana last night. Actually speaks to what you just said.
Okay. Brett said, I'm going to read this. Brett sent this to somebody last night. He was checking in to see how things were going. He said, I know sometimes it can seem as if the return isn't worth the investment, but I promise you it is. Hard to see in the beginning though. To most, this was to a husband. To most of the husbands, it just looks as if their wife is spending a lot of time on social media, playing, and not spending quality time with the family. That's how it was for me at first. Anyways, just wanted to reassure you that that a little bit of sacrifice now will mean a lifetime of freedom in the future, financially as well as with your time. And it's so true, guys. I remember talking to Brett, like when he would get so annoyed when I'm on my phone, and I was like, just let me be. Let me work for a little bit. Let me stay up late. Let me wake up early. Let me be on the phone right after dinner. Let me do these little things every single day, because pretty soon I'm not going to have to, right? Pretty soon you're going to build up this following, this image, this, you know, lifestyle where people are going to start coming to you. You're not going to have to work as hard and lose all that sleep and sacrifice all that time eventually. Okay, but for now, you have to do the bread and butter of the business. You have to hit Success Club. You have to bring people on to join you. Those things are going to be long-term what helps build that financial freedom and that freedom in all aspects. Change your attitude from sales to relationships. I know this is easier said than done. I know that on the 28th, 30th, 31st of the month, all we can think about is locking in Success Club and getting those last few people in and get a bigger commission check and do this and do that. When you do that, people can tell, okay? People know when you're desperate. People can hear it in the way you type. I know that's a thing, trust me. They will feel that pressure and that pushiness and that tackiness that comes out of you when you're focusing so much on numbers. What I would rather you do is focus on that relationship. Ask them questions. Listen to what they have to say. Don't talk, okay? Soak it all in. Ask them questions. Find out what they need, and then let them realize that you have the answer, okay? No more numbers. People are people. We're not going to focus on sales and everything like that. Instead, we're going to focus on changing lives, one life at a time, okay? Do your personal development, no matter what, okay? Every time that I start to struggle, or I'm like, oh my gosh, I just need to take a break and disconnect, it's usually because I haven't done personal development in a couple of days. I swear. And I can feel it. I can feel myself getting negative. I can feel myself wanting to draw back a little bit. And it just takes a day of, kind of disconnecting and still posting. I'm always posting. But by disconnecting, I mean, maybe not so quick to grab your phone and respond to a message, but maybe take it a little bit slower. And making sure you're fitting in that personal development. Guys, it's a must. If you don't read personal development and you're struggling in the business, that's why. Okay? Never get complacent. Consistency creates more consistent months. Okay? There's so many coaches on this call. I can stare at all of you and pinpoint all of you who are getting comfortable with where they are in this business. Whether you're comfortable at Emerald, you're comfortable at Diamond, you're comfortable at Star Diamond. You cannot get comfortable. Once people on your team start to pass you, that's when you know it's time to move forward, okay? When you have Emeralds that are hitting Success Club and you're not, time to step up, right? If you have coaches signing coaches and you're not, time to step up. You always have to be one step ahead of your team, okay? If you're not hitting Success Club, they sure as hell will not see the importance of it, okay? If you're not signing people, they're not going to see the importance of it. You will forever stay just like this until you make changes and until you get uncomfortable, okay? Set your goals higher than you think you can achieve them. If you're lacking in Success Club 5 and your goal is Success Club 5, push it to 10. If you're lacking in 10 and your goal is 10, push it to 20, okay? You have to set goals for yourself that make you push a little bit harder. Because if you don't, you're going to get comfortable and you're going to plateau and you will not grow in this business. I did that for 9 months. It was a diamond for 9 months because I got comfortable and I just went into management mode. And I started working with the 12 coaches that I had that I wanted, so much for them to be successful, but they didn't want it enough. What I had to do instead was have that mindset of constantly bringing new people in, and the idea that 1 or 2 of those people every single month were going to get it, right? They were going to get what I was doing. They were going to have the same passion as I did, and they were going to run with me. And it works, okay? Anything you want to add? Okay. So I just want to cover, a holiday strategy with you guys. Again, do not spam your following with holiday specials, okay? Those specials are only going to go till the 2nd. Hammer and Chisel comes out on the 2nd. Honestly, you're not going to get hundreds of dollars of a paycheck from these holiday sales. So don't promote them publicly to, people who haven't even gotten a challenge pack, especially if you haven't locked in Success Club. If you post about these holiday sales and you've not locked in Success Club, you probably just killed it, okay? You probably just killed the month for yourself. I want you to go through every single prospect that you have. I want you to go through your bottom of the funnel prospects. These are people that have said, yeah, I want to do it by the end of the year, okay? With these people, send them emails weekly. Send them messages weekly. Let them know that you're still thinking about them. It doesn't have to be Beach Friday related, but just talk to them, okay? Chit-chat. Interact with them on posts, right? These are the people that you want to comment on posts with. Have a name of, have a list of the people. And so each day you can go in and say, okay, I need to talk to Sharon Pace and I need to comment on 8 of her pictures. Do it. Let them know that you were still there and you were still present and that you're waiting, okay? Middle of the funnel prospects. These are people that are still thinking about it, wanting more information, kind of on the fence. These are the people you really need to focus on. Remind them of that 30-day money-back guarantee. People tell you their goals. They're like, yeah, I want to lose 30 pounds. I want to do this. I want to do that. I got distracted. Then let them know, hey, I have this for you to try. 29 days in, you don't like the results that you have or you don't think it's for you, return it, okay? Let them know about that 30-day money-back guarantee. They can exchange it for different flavors. They're not liking Shakeology, whatever. Keep interacting with them. And even if you're able to, offer up a rebate. A lot of times saying, hey, I have a $10 rebate this week for anyone that joins into my wellness group. I've got a couple spots left and I'd love to get you set up. Something super quick and easy like that. And it's $10 out of pocket, guys. $10. You're going to make $30 to $40 on this person anyway. So reinvest that, okay? It's only going to grow you in the long run. Existing customers, people that have already bought challenge packs, that are already in on Shakeology Home Direct, let them know that you appreciate their business. Send them a card. Handwritten card goes a long way, okay? Even just a personalized email. Don't forget to offer that discount incentive to them. If you have people that are on Shakeology Home Direct or got a challenge pack and didn't sign up as a discount member, send them something like, hey, I noticed that you're still drinking your Shakeology, and I know that you love it. I wanted to mention having you get set up as a discount member. That way you can save 25% on your next bag or on the next group that you do or whatnot, okay? Those discount members, that's a game changer. If you can get people in with the discount, that's not only going to benefit you, rank advancing and Success Club and everything, but it's going to also help them. It's going to give them, an advantage of having a solid discount on Shakeology and everything else that we have. Referrals. Don't be afraid to say, if you have 2 people in a challenge group and you need one more person to lock in Success Club, don't be afraid to message those 2 people and say, hey, I wanted to check and see if you had any friends or family that might be interested in doing this group. I want to get as many people in as possible for accountability through the holidays. Something like that. Don't say, I'm desperate for another sale. Give me your friends. You know what I mean? Make it sound nice. Does that make sense? But don't be afraid to ask for referrals. A lot of times they're going to be like, oh my gosh, yeah, I was talking to my coworker about this. Let me see if she wants to do it. Something like that, okay? Don't be afraid to ask for referrals. When they're seeing the success with you, they'll want their friends and family to join. And that's where the word of mouth comes from. Is it weird to offer rebates for a referral? No. You mean saying like, send someone to me and they sign up and you get $10 off or something like that? Yeah, go ahead. You can gift up to $50 per policies and procedures. So it'll work. And you can't do cash, so you have to do like a gift card or something like that of some sort. You can let them pick what kind of gift card or what store or whatever, but yeah. That's all I have. Do you guys have any questions or anything about anything I talked about or covered? Comments? I told my diamonds, I was like, I don't want to get on and just like yell about Success Club because that's all I have to talk about. Hey, Success Club! I was hoping that maybe a little motivational talk and some tips would help, but nobody has questions or comments. Does anybody who has locked in Success Club want to share maybe how you did it or a special, thing that you used or a special script or, stepped out of your comfort zone to hit that? I know a lot of people on this call and a lot of people that listen to the recording. Sorry. It's okay. Don't have that. Don't have those ideas. Okay. So make sure that you are sharing that. Does anybody have anything to share? Any secret ways that you can Success Club?
I started going back through my follow-ups, Raina, like you were saying. I had ones, with school, I was hitting exactly what I needed to hit. And so these last couple weeks, being on Thanksgiving break, I went all the way back from May, which is when I saw our first messages in December, because I went back to that first message and everyone from there up, I started sending, hey girl, I know I haven't talked to you since July. My new group's starting, you eat your Thanksgiving meal, let's get started. Or is this something you're still interested in? Or how's it going? I love that new picture of your hair. Or I'm only at, I think July or August. I've still got a ways to go, but I probably sent 50 messages yesterday and I think I had 3 people message me back. But I feel like that is not only allowed me to hit Success Club this month, but it's setting me up for December and Hammer and Chisel and the beginning of the year for those New Year's resolutioners. So at least it put a little bug in their ear, if nothing else, for all those people that didn't respond back.
Absolutely. No, and it's funny because those people from July that, randomly got your message are now going to remember you as you start to post about Hammer and Chisel, as you start to post about your lifestyle and stuff like that. It's just good to get those conversations started back up. You know what I mean? And I did the same thing. It's crazy as you go to the very bottom and go one by one all the way up to see how many conversations you actually have each month. It's nuts.
Or
and how many you forget about. Yeah.
I'll send out a link and then I must have just missed it. Yeah. And that's an eye-opener for me and my business, because I'm like, I could have followed up with them 2 days later and they just got distracted because their kids or the phone rang or something. And that's, someone I've missed out on for 3 months.
Exactly.
So I need to work on my organization just with that.
Me too.
Because that's what I do. I scroll all the way to the bottom and then I just start. and then I'll come back an hour later and start again, and I need to find something else that works better than
I know, but honestly, that's what I do. Like, I have like an Excel, I have like that streak, I have in my Gmail, like I have 18 different like contact lists everywhere, but I always go back to just like going to the bottom of my messages, you know, because I feel like it's not, I wish I could do like a month a day. That would make, you know, a big difference and help get caught up. But yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it's kind of eye-opening to go back to like, you know, August and see that you had so many conversations in August and people that you sent links to that you legit just forgot about. Like, we got distracted, they got distracted. It's insane. So don't miss your follow-ups, and don't think that because, you know, you've sent 2 messages to somebody and they haven't responded, send that 3rd message. Send that, you know, invite. Send that, hey, I just wanted to really, you know, see how you're doing. I haven't chatted with you in a couple months. Send those messages, because it's going to be able to, you know, allow people to open up to you more and actually start talking versus them just forgetting about you too, you know?
How many messages do you send before you archive? Because I've been doing 4, and then I'm like, all right, I'm moving on to something else.
I do 4-ish, and then I archive them, and then I go. I haven't been in my archived messages for, well, since before April. So I'll probably come January, go like unarchive everything, and then start at the bottom again.
Okay.
So that's a lot of conversations. It's a good thing though. It's a good problem to have. And if you don't have that many conversations, if you're like, oh my gosh, I wish I was like that, start talking to people, because it'll add up. It means you're not talking to enough people. Gosh, I mean, even Stephanie just joined a few months ago, and I guarantee if you go to the bottom and start working your way up, you're going to have a ton of people that are just like, forgot, you know. It's crazy how many people are just there waiting. Anybody else? Ashley, you've hit Success Club pretty consistently. What do you think? And you're a newer coach. You joined, I mean, when did you join? 4th quarter, right?
Yeah, well, September was my first full month.
Okay. Yeah. So you joined right in the height of like everything, quote unquote, slowing down. So what do you think has been your biggest, you know, reason for success?
Definitely, I don't miss a post. If I do, but I'm at least posting 3 times a day, if not 5. And then just making sure that conversations are always happening at some point, whether I'm liking somebody's picture or commenting on it. At some point, just letting people know that I'm there, because I know people are watching.
Yeah.
Always watching. So.
No, it's so true. It's so true. Everybody's, you know, I'm not getting any likes. People just aren't looking at my stuff. Like, everyone is watching. Again, you know, an example of, you know, me being a coach for 2.5 years and my cousin Stephanie just joined me. You know, people take a while to warm up to the fact that, okay, maybe this is a real thing, or okay, maybe workouts do really work from home. And she's not the only person. There's so many people that, you know, I've had come up to me and say, okay, I followed you for 2.5 years. I think I'm ready. You know what I mean? But if I would have quit, you know, 6 months in, none of those people would have gotten started.
Or taking breaks.
Or if I would have taken a break, if I would have quit when we went on vacation, if I would have stopped whenever Brett was in the hospital, if we would have stopped during summit, like, people won't get a chance to see that consistency in you and that proof that this business is something, right? So make sure you're posting. I know so many of you are so scared to do that.
People are looking for.
That's true. He just said people are almost looking for you guys to fail, for me to fail.
It gives them reason
for us to
step up,
not
to get healthy,
post, to not work out, to not, you know, eat healthy. Even though we can have cheat meals, people are looking for that chance to like say, oh, you know, I knew Beachbody wasn't going to work. There she goes quitting, or there she goes, you know, taking a break, or not posting again today, and, you know, gaining all that weight, and, you know, oh, those workout programs I guess don't work, and yada, yada, yada. You know what I mean? We have to give people proof that what we're doing is working. Not only physically, mentally, but financially, and for our family. Again, you guys may not have, you know, this rags to riches story yet, but you're a work in progress, right? You're able to get that tank of gas. You're able to get your kids' school clothes. You're able to pay cash for Christmas this year, which, you guys, is going to be a huge, huge selling point. You should make it a goal to pay cash for Christmas this year, like starting now, and start saving and start earning. and then use that to promote it for new coaches coming on. Have them join a little, message thread with you and share what you're doing and teach them what you're doing to actually earn that money. Cash for Christians is the thing that a lot of coaches use to kind of, promote the business and things like that. Because if you're signing, 3 people a week, that's what, $160 a week that you're going to be getting, or $150 a week that you're going to be getting for the next 4 weeks or 5 weeks. That's a good chunk that can help you pay for Christmas. Okay. Anybody else? Anything they want to add or say, or any advice they want to give? Nope. All right. Well, I will upload this recording now. We will not wait till tonight. And if you guys have questions or need help with conversations or anything, again, please message me. I do want to apologize. I know I've been MIA. I know I've let messages sit in my inbox for God knows how long over the last month and a half. We are not traveling anymore until Christmas, thank God. So I feel like I can settle and relax and actually work and get caught up and return messages more promptly than 3 days later. So I apologize if you've been one of those that have sat, Addie. Sorry. I apologize. All right. Well, I'll let you guys go. Have a great day, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.